Let's welcome in former Special Presidential Envoy for Ukraine, former Acting National Security Advisor and co-chair of American Security at the America First Policy Institute, General Keith Kellogg. General, good morning. President Trump not happy with some of our allies. They did refuse to send ships into the Strait to help hold it. I want to play that for you.
Despite the fact that we helped them, we don't have. That war has been long prosecuted, as far as I'm concerned, almost from day one. We knocked out many of these things. We knocked out the Navy essentially in a couple of days. But I was surprised to see that NATO, while they agreed that it was a very important thing to do, they agree fully. Nobody said, oh, you shouldn't do it. They would have had a nuclear weapon within 1 month of when we had the B-2 bombers bomb the nuclear potential. I call it the nuclear dust. So I think NATO's making a very foolish mistake.
Hearing that, when you hear just how serious the situation was, how do you read Europe's refusal to send ships and protect the Strait?
Yeah, Christina, thanks for having me. I think it's a huge mistake by Europe to do that. I mean, all those nations out there, they could have provided some support to the United States. I was just in Europe last week. I was actually in London. And, one of the things I noticed that it's a result of them depending on the United States for so many years. They really don't have the capacity. When you look at England as an example, with 2 aircraft carriers, most of their ships are in dry dock or being repaired, and they don't have the capacity to forward project. The same with the French, the same with the Germans. So they've got a major problem in the fact that they don't have the capability to do so. They're relying on us to do it, which is President Trump is right. We do have the capacity to do it. I think we can do it. One thing that President Trump said, and he studied this for a long time, he studied it since 1988, when he said, go take Carg Island. I hope he takes Carg Island because it just cuts off the economic lifeline for the Middle East, and he controls it from that point on. We now control 80% to 90% of the Iranian oil that's coming out, and it affects China, it affects India, it affects all of the allies, and I think we should do that.
General, great to see you, my friend. I know, obviously, you and I have worked together for so long. You were one of the first people on board with President Trump back in 2015. You've been there every step of the way with him, advising him on foreign policy. What is your reaction when you hear people, including some former elected leaders, say the president's actions in Iran right now are not America first, or they're against his own guiding principle of starting new wars?
Yeah, Mark, it's good to see you again. Frankly, they're idiots. The fact of the matter is, the president has been studying this for years. He knows the area. He's been talking about it since 1980s, the late 80s. So he knows a lot more about it than they do. And he's got a great team with him, with Secretary of War. When you look at what Secretary Rubio has done as well, they've got a great team behind him. They've got a great plan. General Kane is implementing that plan. I would just, everybody relax in the harness, quit clutching your pearls. Let the president execute what he knows is the best way. He's progressively going through target after target after target. He's getting rid of the theocratic leadership. When he got rid of Larijani, which was a huge hit, people don't realize how important that was. When he got rid of Soleimani, who runs the Bajis as well, which is like the home guard as well. Sooner or later, it's going to affect the Iranian leadership, and it affected economically as well by taking places like Carg Island, or taking the Straits of Hormuz, Bandar Abbas. They just give him time to do it. He's going through it step by step by step. And these people who are second-guessing him are dead wrong.
Yeah, General, I know you called it a mistake earlier for Europe not to join with us. And the thing that gets me is that they continue to insist that we join them in support of Ukraine. I know you were the special envoy there. But then when we turn around and ask for their help, they are not there for us.
Yeah, I think, Mark, this is a real seminal change to what's happening in Europe. And you're going to see a NATO 2.0 come out of this, where over the past we've really supported NATO, we've done things for NATO. This is a time we need to start thinking about ourselves, how we change it into the future. And the president is right about this. We can do this on our own. We probably will. But everybody who wasn't with us on this one, he'll remember that. He's got a long memory. He'll think about it. The United States will think about it. So this is a mistake on their part to help us out. But again, I go back to their capability. For years, they've let their capability atrophy, and they're paying the price for that right now.
Information, truth, is freedom. Is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.